Well, we're trying, guys. It's right now about 10 after 6. We've been trying for about 15 minutes to get online, and it's been on and off and on and off. We had a big storm yesterday, wasn't it yesterday? Yeah, a big
before yesterday.
day before yesterday. We had a big storm, monsoon come through, and we lost our power 3 or 4 times. Our internet went down, and ever since then, our internet signal has been really iffy. So we're trying it now with the iPhone rather than our iPad to see if we get a little bit better connection.
Yeah, we're paying for 2 ISP services out here, but
No, you weren't late, Bull. We were.
Hey, Bull. So now we're trying with the iPhone, and we're going to see if this works a little bit better than the iPad. Maybe the processor in it is better. Who knows? This is the actual brand new iPhone, isn't it? You just upgraded to a brand new iPhone, and that iPad is a couple years old at least. So maybe this will be better for us.
Everything disappeared. We couldn't get anything.
Yeah, we got kicked off 2 or 3 times, didn't we? Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna roll through as we normally do.
if we can.
Yeah. So we hope everybody's having a great week. We got some really exciting stuff going on over here. Things are happening. Vicky and I had a great meeting in LA with our guy Habib over there at Young Nails. You guys will see the second part of making of that Young Nails sign on Monday, and then I'll finish it up on Wednesday. Then there's another demo coming back to back right after that. Something again completely different. So hope you guys are doing well. Let's get into it. All right. So I got an email based on the sign carvers of the day that we did this last Monday. I got an email, or actually there was one of the sign carvers of the day was by Michael Maynard, and I got a comment on the YouTube channel about his sign. He had actually stained it with diesel oil. And so I asked him, somebody was asking some questions about it. So I asked him, and he wrote me back. And so I asked him if there was any specific things that we needed to know. So he said, the email that he wrote back said he just used actually old engine oil that was really used and black. And but you could probably use diesel oil as well, diesel engine oil. And so I'm kind of paraphrasing here. He wanted to do it. So what he did was the customer that wanted that sign wanted the letters black, but what he wanted to do is just stain the whole board before he carved. But then he said what would happen is you have to let it dry and wipe it quite often because it doesn't want to soak in real fast. So you have to let that dry pretty good. And if you're going to put your image down, so what he did, and I have a picture of what he did, and I don't know if it'll show up on there.
I might be able to zoom in here. I don't know.
I don't know if it will. But what he wanted to do is make the board black with the oil and then put his image on over that, carve through it so that his carving was white because he was carving pine. And it came out really well. Let's see if it is going to show. That's kind of what it looks like. So he did kind of a wolf, and you can see that the carving is pine colored, and and then any outset pieces there, he colored black, and then did the wolf eye red, of course.
And he did that with diesel oil. Huh?
That's a diesel oil stain on there. That's what he stained it with. But he said that one of the tricks that he learned was that the diesel oil kind of stays on there, so you have to wipe it every few minutes because and give it a chance to soak in, but then wipe off the excess. Otherwise, his image wouldn't stay on there. So what he did was he covered the board with blue painter's tape, then put his image on top of that, which you guys have seen me do. So then he would adhere the image on that to the blue painter's tape. Then once he was done carving, take it all off, and he was pretty much done, except for some little touch-ups. But it worked out really well, and I think that really has got a kind of a cool look to it, staining with diesel oil. But anyway, I hope that kind of answers some questions on there about staining with diesel oil. Michael, if you're watching, or if you guys have any questions in regards to that, write me an email and I'll get them over to Michael. I can forward them over to him. So let's see. Oh, next on the agenda, right? We're moving on. We're still all good?
Yeah.
We got people coming in? Can you see comments and stuff? Oh, I didn't know. Okay. So we have a special, kind of a special thing going on. I'm not letting Dad talk here much at all.
That's all right. I'm just along for the ride.
People are commenting on your shirt.
Oh, yes, my new shirt. That I got my new shirt from Lima Charlie, and it is pretty cool. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Betsy Ross, Colin Kaepernick thing. So thanks again, Matt and Jeff, for the cool shirt. I love it. It's I think it's now my favorite. So it is.
Now maybe you'll change your shirt once in a while?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, very cool. So you guys, once I get a chance to this video, I'll put the link to Lehman Charlie. If you want some of these shirts, they got hats, they got all kinds of apparel. Go over, they're veterans. Go over and support them however you can. We love these guys. So Matt and Jeff, thank you again so much. So speaking of thank you, you guys, a lot of you guys out there are premium members that watch this and watch our videos, and we don't. We feel like we've been kind of remiss in thanking you guys for your premium membership, and I'll go into that for anybody that doesn't know what that is. I'll go into that in a minute, but I want to let you guys, you premium members, know we are actually physically mailing you a gift. They're going out of here tomorrow, Monday at the latest. So look in your mail for the next 4 or 5 days, and you'll be receiving something in the mail from us. We're sending you all a gift, and we feel like we really owe you guys more than what we give you. So I sharpen a lot of bits all the time, and you guys get your free monthly template. But we felt like it was time to do something really special for you. So you got a gift coming, and you should receive it within the next few days.
Well, right now they get the free router bit sharpening, they get the free monthly template, and they get a substantial discount on their order.
5% discount
5%
on all their
discount.
orders.
So that's what you get now for your premium membership.
Right. So we're sending you something in the mail. We could have done an email, but we really felt like we wanted to send you something physically in the mail. So you're going to get that gift sometime in the next 4 or 5 days. So some people that want to know what the premium membership is, it's basically $10 a month, and it's ongoing. And we sharpen any router bits that you buy from us. We sharpen them for free. All you pay is shipping, return shipping. The only exception to that is the spiral upcut. We do not sharpen that, but we sharpen all of the other bits. Every one of the other bits that we've got, the carving line of the 60, the 90, the profile.
That's just domestically, though. We don't do that for international, do we?
Actually, we can do that. We do
They
have.
have to pay the shipping.
Yeah, they have to
whatever
pay
it
the
is.
shipping, whatever the
Okay.
shipping is. But it's mostly domestic. But we do actually have a couple premium members,
Okay.
Canada, and they pay the shipping. So.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what the premium membership is. We sharpen the bits for free. All you pay is the shipping, and you get 5% off of every order, and you get free monthly templates. Every month we come out with a free template.
And they get them with an order when they place an order. We don't send them out.
Correct. So those free monthly templates, anytime we ship you something, we ship you all of the templates that you've got coming. So if you don't order for 3 or 4 months, we'll save those up and we'll send them to you as soon as we're sending your sharpened router bits back, or when you order something. Whether you order a $3.50 monthly template, whatever, we'll ship all of your back monthly templates to you. I hope that doesn't confuse you. I'm kind of confused. Anyway, so anyway, that gift is coming. You guys be looking for that. So, next, I want to a special shout out and thank you to some friends of ours, Wayne and Gail Ash. They actually live locally to us, and they've been here many times, and they turned us on to a deal. And how this relates to you guys, I'll share in a minute. But they came over last week and said that they had met a guy that was selling some wood, and they were going to buy some and wanted to know if I was interested in buying some. So they kind of explained it to me, and I went ahead and bought a load, a pallet full. What, Bull? What?
He's just being a dork.
So, to let you guys know, I've got some pieces here. Dad, you want to help me show this? They brought me my load of wood today, and they are just random pieces.
This, I think, is cherry. No, this is oak.
That's oak.
Yeah, this is solid oak.
And I think this is cherry, I believe. And I think this is maple. That's what it looks like to me. But, so we ended up getting, where'd my list go? I had a list here. But we ended up getting about 80 different pieces random. A lot of them long pieces, some short, more actually this size than this size. But this is solid wood, guys. This isn't veneered. This is solid wood. So a lot of cherry,
So,
maple, and oak.
You're going to go in.
But here's the other thing is we ended up with about 80 random pieces here. We ended up with about 40 or 50 cabinet doors. And these are the real thing. These are real panel cabinet doors. Again,
Solid real wood.
yeah, you can see the,
Very well done.
Yeah.
Really first class cabinet work.
yeah, really, really nice stuff. We ended up with about different shapes, big tall ones and short ones, and we ended up with about 40 or 50 of these. Exactly what we're going to do with them, I don't know yet, but the price was just unbelievable. I'll tell you the price in a minute. Anyway, about 40 or 50 of these, all different sizes.
I have some ideas.
And then we ended up with about 30 of these, which is, again, cabinetry, cabinet doors with an MDF insert. So you can see, again, solid wood, MDF insert. Again, I think it's maple. I think much of this stuff is maple and cherry, a little bit of oak. And so what I did, to give you an idea, Vicky decided that I was going to make a sign today. So I took a piece of this cherry, which I think is cherry, and I just made a little sign. So I posted on Instagram earlier that I was making this sign for a special lady. That lady would be our granddaughter, Gwen. This is actually for Gwen. Gwenny, if you're watching. This is for Gwen. This is the name of her band, I believe. And so Vicky kind of came up with the font and the little artwork, and I did the routing and then put some finish on it. And so I've got probably 30 pieces at least this size, solid cherry. And by the way, this carved really good. It's very dense, it's very solid, but it carves very consistently.
Smells good too.
Yeah, and it smells really good. So beautiful grain. I don't know if it comes across on the camera, but it's a beautiful grain. I loved it. I love this stuff. So we ended up getting, I think, like a 4x4 pallet that was about 5 foot high. I know we got at least, I don't know, at least 40 or 50 really, really good cabinet doors. And then about 80 pieces like this. We paid $150, which is incredible to me. Actually, it looks like we may have another load coming next week. Again, where we're going to put it, we haven't figured that out yet, but it's just too good to pass up. So, how this relates to you guys, keep your eyes open, guys. You never know, on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, maybe estate sales, maybe going out of business sales. check with cabinet shops. Maybe cabinet shops have a lot of this kind of stuff that they're not using, and they need to make space. So always kind of keep your eyes open and be creative of where you might pick up deals like this.
What about like the store we talked about?
Yeah, and I know in Kingman there's actually a store that has closeout stuff and a lot of like cabinet doors and that kind of stuff. So you just never know. Just keep your eyes open, and you can run across deals like this that you can make some really killer signs out of that you could pick.
For $150 for all the stuff that we got, that'll turn into several $1,000s in signs.
No
easily.
doubt.
Easily.
Yeah, no doubt. At least. So I just encourage you guys. This is a deal that, again, Wayne, and we would have never known about it. Wayne and Gail told us about it, and I jumped on it, and I'm not sorry I did. And you guys could find the same kind of deals maybe somewhere around where you're at. So just keep your eyes open. That's the reason I wanted to share this, is just because you just never know what's out there. So keep your eyes open.
And
for
we're not selling ours.
No. Well, we're selling everything we got if the price is right, but that's not in our plan really. But if the price is right and somebody came by, we'd work out a deal. Anyway, all right, so that's that. So Gwenny, if you're watching, she was here last week.
I know.
Maybe we lost her in the shuffle.
She's probably out with her band.
Maybe she's playing a gig. So anyway, that is that. Do we have any questions?
We do, but
Okay.
we come do them at the end.
Okay. Well, so we're going to answer questions here in a minute. So we're going to do a giveaway. So tonight's giveaway trivia question. It's not on anything that I've said so far. This is going to be depending on what you know about our business.
Make
What?
sure you read the rules.
Okay, so the rule is the first one that Vicky sees answers the question correctly. And if you don't know it, you could probably open up a browser and go find out.
What are you giving away?
Oh shoot, I left it out. I left it out in the studio. We're giving away a 10-pack of layout templates. I'll show you in a minute. But it's random layout templates that we.
I'll go get them.
Okay. Dad's gonna run and get them. You know where they're at? Underneath the bench there?
Yes.
Where I was sitting. We were originally gonna do this out there in the studio, but it didn't work out. So, here's the trivia question. I know you guys are waiting. What year did we go into business? Did Dad start the business? What year? So,
Ooh, see?
that's a tougher one. Everybody's scrambling, trying to get to the website. I think it's on the About Me page on the website. Maybe even in the YouTube About Me.
Greg Anderson, 1970.
Good job, Greg. That was pretty quick. 1970, that is correct. So, Greg, we will ship that set of layout templates out to you. So if you guys didn't know that, yes, we started the business when I was just a wee child. I was 10 years old when Dad started the business in 1970, and coming up on our 50th anniversary. January 1, actually. Our official start date for business was January 1, 1970. I think Dad was prepping a little bit before that, but 1970, January 1. So congratulations, Greg. And now let's get into some questions. Dad will be back in about
Leonard
15
Davis
minutes.
says you're old.
Yes, I am old. That is correct.
All right. Bear with me because this is very small.
There they are, Greg. There's your...
Don't show them. Any of them turn it this? Yeah. Well, anyway.
there's a
that's what they are.
flower, and I see a flower and a pumpkin. Pumpkin will come in handy next month.
All right, so we have
Or a couple months.
Pat McKenzie from Ohio, Lori Carey from Texas, Bull, obviously.
Yeah,
Tim
obvious.
Graves, Bill McGee, John Diekman from Wisconsin,
And we
Donna
got...
Beckenmeyer from South
Did
Carolina.
anybody say halibut?
Yes, Bull,
Bull.
45 times.
Yeah.
Quincy JMC.
Howie,
From steamy Southeast Texas.
how's the picture and the sound, guys?
I'm way up. I can't see any comments.
Okay.
We got Arkansas, Ohio. Brian Terrell says he loves your shirt. That's the one.
Thank you, Brian.
Uh,
Me too.
Michael Shirley says hello to everybody.
Hey,
Hi
Mike.
guys from Joy Sand.
Joy Sand.
Van Pelt.
Yeah. Yep.
Brian Terrell is from LaSalle, Ontario.
Aha.
Bull says,
Canuck.
what's Steve gonna do with that pencil?
Dave, keep that pencil handy. I used to keep it in my pocket or underneath my hat like this, and I'd lose it. So I put a magnet on it. So it's there in case I need it.
All the
Bull
time.
says the witch is getting into resin. I'm gonna make me one of the. Oh, he likes the Vikings table. Are you a Vikings fan?
Bull's a Vikings
What the
fan?
hell's wrong with you? Let's see. Let's see. Renee says, "Have you seen my Boston table? Also beautiful."
Did Renee get it already?
No, I don't think
Oh.
she's actually got it.
Yeah,
I don't know,
we-
Renee, do you have it?
We shipped it the other day, but
Sarah Greer says, "Hello from California. I just made my first sign this week. Love the channel."
Great.
Sarah, send me
Great
a
for
picture
you.
of it. I'll put it on Sign Carvers of the Day.
I
Email
just
me a
made my
picture.
first sign just a few days ago,
Yeah.
back in 1970, something like
So,
That was the trivia
when
question.
you,
Yeah.
What year did we go into business?
when-
Oh, you were out of the room.
when you talked about sending the gift, you have a lot of people that said thank you. Tessa says, "I feel like we owe you guys." Frank Jenkins says, "Thank you." Greg Anderson says, "Thank you." Eric Donald Spicer says, "Not necessary, Eric, but thank you very much." Mike,
You're very welcome, guys. I kind of feel like I don't mention you guys how much I appreciate how much we appreciate you guys supporting us that way with a premium membership. You
Terry-
guys deserve it.
Terry Eugene says, "I just joined a few nights ago, and Vicky has the best customer service attitude. We had fun placing my order yesterday." Well, thank you, Terry.
Awesome.
Tessa says, "Vicky, I forgot to send you an email. I love the smile on your face while you were talking about your tables. Loved it." You should see me when I'm pouring.
Those are neat tables. I'm really kind of getting into those
I
tables.
love that.
She lights up when she's doing that. That's for sure.
Let's see. I'm trying to. These are so small, so bear with me. Joseph Murphy says, "I got the foundation done at the Sweet Pea this week."
Excellent. That's terrific,
Cat
Joe.
and Rudy said hi.
Cat and Rudy Molina.
Cleve from Backyard Woodworking says, "Hey guys, came in a little late. Where did you get all the boards?" I think we talked about that since then.
Hey, Cleve. Yeah, some friends of ours actually turned us on to it. They ran across a guy that was selling this stuff and has a regular supply of it, and they let us know about it. And I took a load, a pallet full for $150. It was a really good deal.
Jim Clark says, "Will you be sharpening the Amana bits?"
Yes, absolutely. All of them except the spiral upcut. Yeah, all of the Amana
Any
bits.
of the bits that we sell,
Yep,
except the spiral bit, they need to be machine sharpened.
yep.
So
But all the rest of them we sharpen.
Bull says, "Hey guys, if you go to a lot of companies in your area, they also give away free wood just to haul it off. I
Yep.
got a blank 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 load up in North Carolina, and they gave me so much for free."
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
back in the day, back in 1970 when I first started, I would drive like 4 or 5 hours up to a redwood mill up in Northern California and get end cutoffs, and they just give them to you. And I used to bring back a whole pickup load, make 150 or 200 signs out of a pickup load of end cuts that I got for nothing.
Yep.
All right, Helen Stewart said, "Did you just paint the flower or inlay? It looks really nice." I just use
So-
those pins.
And these are just felt pens. Actually, these are Tombow.
I bought them on Amazon.
Yeah, we've got them in our Amazon store, a whole set of them. But I've used Sharpies. But these are just little felt tip pens These actually have two different tips on them. I really like them. But that's what Vicky used to, and then so we did that on the bare wood, and then put the finish over the top. Just spray can finish of. I think this was the triple thick, the Krylon triple thick. This is only 2 coats. Really nice stuff. It's just interior, but it works really good. But anyway, I've used Sharpie for years for that kind of stuff. Doesn't work for inset stuff, but because this is outset, it works really well.
All right. Sound and picture is great. Chop says, how do you apply glass beads? Talked about this last week.
What we do is we paint whatever we're going to paint, and then while it's still wet, that's when we apply the glass bead, kind of like out of a salt shaker.
Hey, just use a small paintbrush, just a real craft brush, and your letters are generally flat, and you just paint those while it's still tacky. You take your glass bead, either sprinkle it by hand or use a little salt shaker, and then just let it dry. And you've got glass bead on your letters.
Sarah Greer says, how do you determine the space between the letters? I've made just one sign, but I'm not sure how far apart they need to be.
Okay, so that. Oh no, go ahead, Dad.
Well,
that's yours.
When I'm doing letters, I will never ever do letters that are more than a pencil width between them. Generally, an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch dowel is good enough. If it's a small sign, they're closer. But even on big signs, I use no more than a pencil width between letters. So just use a 1/4 inch maximum as a guide, and your sign will look good.
Generally speaking, that's one of the biggest mistakes just of new sign carvers. That's one of the biggest mistakes. They think that if they've got a long board, they've got to spread the letters out to use all of the board, but it's not true. It doesn't look right. So put your letter, whatever you're spelling out, don't let the size of the board determine how wide you spread the letters. Let the width of the board, the height, determine how tall of a letter you'll use. So, don't feel like you've got to use all the board, because you just don't.
Okay. Lee Harrington says he enjoyed the talk with you on the phone today.
I'm glad you called, Lee. It was fun.
Jim Shirley says better than. They say the sound and the picture's great. It's not blurry. Everything's good.
Wow. Okay, good.
Alan Smith, Eric, thank you so much for your return email. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Alan. That's my job.
Charles Wooster is here.
Hey, Charles.
Rob Castro says if I wanted to do a liquid pour with acrylic resin and have pictures incorporated in my sign, will it ruin the pictures? No. Go on artresin.com. They have a bazillion videos. Just go on YouTube. It will not. Just maybe do like a Mod Podge over them or put a spray finish over them so that it won't soak in. But
yeah,
no.
you can use not only pictures, you can use little metallic stuff. You can use coins. You can even use bugs. You can get a scorpion and freeze him, and then pour right on the top of him, and he'll look like he's live in there.
Yeah, no, you can. I put my stickers on. They don't soak in.
No, yeah. Just about anything that you pour that resin over, well, it'll just magnify it, but it'll be perfectly clear.
Tim Graves says, "Can we send a sign carver of the day now?" You can send it. We won't show it on this.
Yeah, you can email it to me, Tim, and I'll put it in the stack.
Just for your information, Brian Terrell says Vikings are up 14-12 over the Saints.
Good to know.
At this moment.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was wondering. I know they're playing.
Lee Harrington says I go to a cabinet shop and get scraps. Some of the wood is good size and free.
Yep. Absolutely.
Bull says I think Vicky threw those kind of hard questions. Yeah, Eric's not my. I don't know. Bull, your spelling sucks. Helen Stewart says, I need some magnifiers like yours. Where do I get them?
We've got them in our Amazon store. They're made by Carson Optical. But you go on Amazon and find, if you just type in Carson Optical, but you can look in the description of all of our videos, and we've got a link to our Amazon store. They're right in there, the ones I use.
Bob Castro, I'm going to tell you a secret. He says, building a memorial table for a friend, and he wants a picture of his dog in it, but I didn't know how it would react. That Vikings table that I did, that's not a sticker. That was a practice piece. That was the first one I did like that. It was for us, so I didn't worry about it. That is a picture that I printed out on regular photo paper on my printer. That is, I put my color resin on there, let it set for about an hour, stuck that picture paper on there, put it down so there's no bubbles in it, and then let it set for 4 or 5 hours and pour your clear resin right over the top. You'll be fine.
Yep.
Bull says, Eric, what did you shine that up with? What finish did you use?
This is, I wish I'd brought the can in. You know how I use the Krylon Crystal Clear? This is called Triple Thick. It's made by Krylon, and it's more, it's like the Krylon Crystal Clear, but it's super thick. This is only 2 coats, and it looked almost this good with 1 coat. It says on there to put it on really heavy, which is really unusual, but this has got 2 coats on it, and that triple thick stuff, it's really good. It can't use it outside, but if it's an inside sign, I really like that triple thick.
That's interior only?
Yeah, yeah.
Randy Quaintenance
Randy.
says, how's the walking stick working for you?
Works good. I used it today. Yeah, works good. Thank you very much.
Leonard Davis, how do you like the edge of the wood you've got versus the beveled edge that you generally use? I
love this. I think this really is very cool. If it wasn't, and I should do more signs with this kind of, I guess that's type of a Roman OG.
Yeah,
I don't
Roman
know.
OG.
I mean, there's so many different kinds, but I love it. I think it's really, really cool. These have different, like this one's got a different one than this, but any of that stuff that's really not got a nice profile to it like that.
And you made
I love it.
fast. I mean, it took you
Yeah.
really no time at all.
Yeah. So the edges are
No,
already
we
done.
don't do this edge much, but when we get boards like this at this price,
I think it's great.
it's just
I mean, that
it's
look at
just
that. That
exceptional.
just gives a really cool frame to it. It's almost like it's
But
like a
you
picture
were
frame.
holding it up too high.
Yeah. It just gives a really, really cool frame.
And
I
if
thought
if you want to make an edge like this, I highly recommend that you buy the Roman OG router bit and put it in a router table,
Yeah.
so that you have better control.
'Cause
I
that-
wouldn't put it in a regular router and use it that way. I'd use it in a router table.
Yeah.
David and Megan Pontius,
Uh-huh.
he said, I had a friend build a river table with a police radio and metal car inside the resin.
Really?
That would be
Oh, that'd be
awesome.
That
great. I'd like to
sounds
see a
cool.
picture of that.
Wow. That sounds really
Frank
cool.
said, Frank Jenkins, I've carved the style edge on some of my boards. Roman OG is my favorite.
Yeah, it really looks cool.
Michael Shirley says, where did you find the triple thick?
Walmart. Walmart. It's right next to the Krylon Crystal Clear.
Terry Eugene says, you may have said it, but are those drawer fronts? You didn't say.
I think these are drawer fronts. I believe that's what they are. I don't know that for a fact, but I think that's what they are. But
They
that's,
certainly look like it.
yeah, yeah.
Annette Tucker says, Vicki, you should do more rapid resizer videos. I struggle with letter heights, then all turn out too small.
Interesting.
Leonard Davis says, can we get it from Amana through you? I'm assuming other router.
You know
that
what?
Router bit.
Yeah, any router bits that you find that Amana has, you can get it through me because Chris gave me that option. So if you go to Amana Tools, I think it's amanatools.com, and you find any kind of bit that they have, probably even I know they make saw blades, they make all different kinds of stuff. If you find something that you want there, you can absolutely order it through me.
All right, so Bull, he says,
Yes.
"Oh my God, Eric shops at Walmart," and then he says, "Miss Vicky is smiling again," and Dave is saying, "What?" Joanne said, "I had to use Mod Podge on my picture because my pictures were inlay. Is why I had to do that." Some people do use Mod Podge. I don't.
That's Joanne Willis.
Yeah.
Gigi.
Frank, you want to know where my menu is? Eric wrote on it when he put something about roadkill crap, and it won't come off. He used a pencil, and it won't come off, so I have to respray it and redo it. So
That's
it's
Bull's
Eric's
fault. That's
It's your
Bull's fault. Bull told me to do it. Nice going, Bull.
Yeah, you're both in trouble. So
What's new? Okay, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the Q&A. If you got any more questions, anything out there, let's see. What else is on the horizon?
Pat McKenzie says, Eric, you need to check out the Amana Spectra coated router bits. They
You know,
stay sharp for a long time.
Yeah, the thing with the Spectra, I don't know whether our regular, like the profile bit and all that, I don't know if that comes with the Spectra coating. I believe the spiral upcut does, but I have not tried it yet, and I don't know what the difference in price is. But Chris keeps talking to me about that. I may have to do something with that.
All right, Bull. Say goodnight, Gracie.
All right. Is that it? Any
That's
other
it.
questions, guys? So, remember, Monday will be is it Monday? Will be the second? Yeah. Monday will be the second. Or have you guys already seen the second video? I don't know. I can't keep track. So many videos. But we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a new video. I got a tons of stuff that I'm going to be doing videos on. New processes, new products, all kinds of stuff. Probably be doing some videos with this stuff too. So, anyway. And I'm also going to do a new, I've been getting a lot of questions lately on pricing. And I can go into it right now. But I am going to do a new video on the pricing formula because some of my thinking on it has kind of tweaked a little bit. That last one that I did on pricing formula was so long ago. I think I based everything kind of like at a $30 or $35 square foot base price, and that just is not applicable anymore.
Okay.
My starting point is $50 a square foot.
All right. Alan Brown says, hi, Vicky. I normally watch you all through my Roku on my TV.
Yeah.
But I had to log on to my computer so I could tell you that your broadcasting quality is better than ever. No pixelating or buffering.
Wow.
Good.
That's great
Good
to
to
know.
know.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
One of these days, I'm going to meet Bull,
Yeah.
and his wife is going to laugh because I'm going to beat the crap out of him.
Better keep your helmet on, Bull.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Okay. That it?
That's it.
Any other
Oh,
questions,
he said
guys?
Yes, in December. He's coming in December.
You guys coming in December? Good. All right. Any other questions? So we're getting close to the seminar. Only about a month away? A little more than a month away. Ryan's coming out. We're gonna have a great time. Got some good stuff planned, and you guys will see it. We'll film it. Maybe do a live. Who knows during the seminar?
I may even be here.
Maybe.
Bull said,
Listen.
what's the answer to next week's question? Halibut. Anyway.
All right. Okay, you guys. Well, everybody have a great weekend. As always, we love you. If you have any questions,
We got one more question real quick, and then we'll close it up.
okay.
Joanne Willis says, I'm fixing to do my first show. What is your thoughts on something I can build that's cheap to hang my sign on?
It's an A-frame. Just use an A-frame of some kind.
You know, if you go back and watch when Ryan and I, or when Vicky and I were over with Ryan and Amy about maybe 2 years ago, and you can type in the search window Park Feet, PARKFEET. I know that's weird, but that was the little show that they had in Escalon where Vicky and I, that was Ryan and Amy's first show. Ryan actually made his display out of some pallets. He literally put 2 pallets up and literally attached his sign, made some feet for the pallets, and literally built a cool display right out of some pallets. I think it's a good idea. And it looked really cool. But go check out that. That's what comes to mind right now. But a 2x4 frame, put some feet on it, makes it nice and stable, works good. Another thing is like those expandable, and I've showed those on a video before too. They're like expandable. You can get them at Walmart, and they're like a clothes rack, like a clothes drying rack, and they're expandable. They're hinged and they're expandable. And they're cheap. They're not really sturdy, but you can definitely put some signs on them. Those things actually worked, and we did a video. I think it was a LTS a couple years ago, where somebody was using those, and it's just an expandable dowels and wooden pieces. That works actually pretty well. You might want to, depending on whether you're in the wind or whatever, use some sandbags or whatever and weight it down so it doesn't blow over real easy. But I think that would work for you as well.
You can make an A-frame out of 2 pallets as well. Just hook them at the bottom with a chain or something.
Yep.
And use some sort of a nut or bolt on the top, and you could have signs on both
And actually,
sides.
I made one of those for Ryan. He had a 6-foot pallet. I cut it in 2, kind of had to reshape it, and drilled and put bolts with nuts, and made it hinge, and then put chains on the bottom. It worked out great.
Yeah, it's a good way to make a fast and easy way to display your signs.
Yep. All right, that's it, guys. Again, email me, eric@makeawoodsign.com, if you have any questions. We're on Instagram every day, Make a Wood Sign. That's it. We love you guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back next Friday. But videos on Monday and Wednesday. See ya. Bye.